The Translator's Love. The Yiwu International Trade Market in Zhejiang was always chaos, endless rows of stalls, boxes piled to the ceiling, voices in a dozen languages blending into a constant hum. For Li Wei, a 27-year-old translator, this was routine. Tall, striking, and confident, he moved between stalls with a sharp eye and a polished smile. His job wasn't just words, it was bargaining, saving his clients money, catching details in contracts that could change everything. Buyers relied on him, and he liked that power. That morning, his client list included 2 women from Europe, Anna and her friend. They were sourcing textiles, accessories, and small electronics for wholesale shipments back to their country. Anna was meticulous, scribbling prices in her notebook, comparing quality, asking sharp questions. When she spoke to a seller in hesitant Chinese, "How much is this?" Li Wei almost forgot to translate. He forced a smile, but inside, something stirred. She was beautiful, not just in her looks, but in her confidence, her focus. And unlike most buyers, she didn't seem amused by his charm. She caught his proud tone and dismissed it with a polite nod, too busy calculating prices to notice him. That indifference, so rare, hooked him immediately. Evening invitations. Every night, after long hours in the market, he found himself unlocking his iPhone, typing and deleting, before finally hitting send. Li Wei. Dinner. I know a good hot pot place. Spicy. The real Sichuan style. Anna. Thanks, but I still have to check supplier invoices. Maybe another night. But persistence won. Slowly, dinners turned into shared laughs. Then long walks near Yiwu River Park. She told him about her dream of learning Chinese, of maybe living abroad one day. He told her stories about growing up in Zhejiang, about how translating was never his dream, but a way to make money fast. It built quietly, until one night at her hotel, their restraint broke. For Anna, it was tender but fleeting. She knew as she packed her suitcases that morning, this was borrowed time. At the airport, she kissed his cheek. Thank you for everything, Li Wei. Goodbye. The call. Weeks later, her phone lit up late at night. Li Wei, WeChat. I can't forget you. The voice you selected does not support this language. Please click the upper right corner to switch to another voice. Anna. Life moves on, Li Wei, you'll forget me. Li Wei. No. Come back. Study here. Study Chinese. Be with me. She froze. It was uncanny. She had dreamed of studying Chinese for years. His invitation was the echo of her own secret longing. Hangzhou Normal University. 1 year later, Anna stood at the gates of Hangzhou Normal University, where she had enrolled in Chinese language studies. With her degree in geography, she found work teaching Russian at the same campus, a rare chance, thanks to a growing demand for foreign language staff. And there he was again, waiting by the gate, smiling like it had all been planned by fate. Their days became long classes, quiet cafes, crowded buses, and weekend trips to West Lake, where the water shimmered with lanterns. One evening, he brought her to his parents' home in Yiwu. His mother prepared dumplings. His father poured tea. Anna laughed, feeling warmth in a way she hadn't expected. Maybe, she thought, this could be real. The silence. But ambition gnawed at Li Wei. He dreamed of bigger contracts, more clients, money that never seemed enough. Slowly, dinners turned into excuses. He stared more at his phone than her face. One night, unable to hold it back, she asked, Li Wei, do you love me? His silence cut sharper than words. Tears filled her eyes. Then let me go. They separated quietly. She left China, her heart heavy but her dignity intact. Years later, Li Wei married another woman. It ended in divorce, leaving him with a child and regrets that haunted him. Success in business meant nothing beside the emptiness of nights alone. On a business trip to Europe, his thumb hovered over her contact name. Finally, he typed on his iPhone. Li Wei. Hi, how are you? Can we meet? Her reply came hours later. Anna. Yes, tomorrow. A cafe on Main Street. The cafe. When Anna walked in, his breath caught. Time had only made her more radiant. She sat across from him, calm, glowing. I loved you from the first moment, he confessed, his voice breaking. But I was blind chasing money pride. I thought love could wait. I was wrong. I regret everything. She listened, eyes soft, hands wrapped around her coffee cup. Then she spoke. Li Wei, I loved you too. But love doesn't survive on regret. What we had was beautiful. It shaped us. But sometimes love is only a chapter, not the whole book. He looked down, trembling. Her phone buzzed on the table. A new message flashed briefly before she locked the screen. She smiled sadly. Life teaches us, Li Wei. Don't mourn what we lost. Let's treasure it. And if true love waits for us, it will find us again. Tears blurred his vision as he whispered, Anna. But she only touched his hand gently, then pulled away. They walked out into the city night, not as lovers, but as two souls forever marked by the love they once shared. And though they stayed friends, both knew that their most precious memory was not the reunion, but the unforgettable years when their hearts had burned for each other.